May dalawang sangay ang kaisipang Kristiyano during the first 300 years. Ito yung East, ito yung West. No? So gaya na nasabi ko, sa Eastern Church, mukhang maraming naniniwala doon nga sa pagtingin na yon, no? That Jesus has conquered the grave, at siya ay, kaya nga doon sa Creed of Nicaea, no? Merong nakalagay doon, Jesus was crucified, Jesus suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and he was buried. And then may linya ron, he descended into the dead. So nakapaloob doon yung concept ng Hades. He descended into the dead, and then on the third day he rose again, and then ascended into heaven and seated at the right hand of the Father. Diba? Nandun yun sa creed, no? So, i-revisit nyo yung creed, no? Tignan nyo. Kaya lang dun sa ibang creed, parang tinanggal na yung yung linya na he descended into the dead, no? Yung mga parang modern nawala yun, no? Pero yung original nandun yun, no? So checkin nyo yun, double check nyo, no? So mahalaga yun, no? Dahil this reflects also yung saan nila kinukuha yon. So yung pagtanaw, for example, nung writer nung first epistle ni Peter, na nakalagay doon that Christ ascended and preached to the spirits in prison. So yun yung idea na yon, na he went to Hades and he preached to the spirits in prison. Ganun din si Paul, meron din siyang version niya na he descended into the lower parts of the earth, no? So yan yung mga ganyang pananaw. Doon nila kinuha yung idea o yung paniniwala na really Christ went to Hades, no, and liberate all of those who are imprisoned there. Yung ginapi ng kamatayan. Kaya nga sabi ni Paul, 'di ba? Kung maalala ko, kamatayan nasa, where is your sting, O death, 'di ba? And ina-affirm niya that the last thing that will be conquered is death, no? So Satan, sin, and death, all of this will be conquered, no? So yun, merong pagtanaw na gano'n, ano? So I mean, kung titignan mo sa lahat ng mga sa Gospels, for example, nagme-make sense siya, no? Dahil, for example, if Christ is kunyari claiming that I am the resurrection and I am the life, no? So I am the way, the truth, and the life, that He is the light of the world, no? So He is the light who gives life. And so therefore, if Christ is life and His salvation is to bring back life, to restore life, to give eternal life, no? Kung ganyan ang kung ganyan ang pagtingin nila, so therefore death can never hold him, or death can never swallow him up. So in fact, yun nga yung parang parang theory nila na parang kala ni Satan magagapi niya yung Son of God, no? Mapapatay niya at mai-imprison niya sa Hades, no? Pero yung pala parang bait siya, no? Pagdating sa Hades, dahil siya ay life, na-transform niya yung buong Hades, right? So he was able to plunder what Hades has captured, no? And liberate the spirits. So ito yung ganito yung pagtingin nila, yung theology nila. Kaya naniniwala sila doon sa particular na pananaw na reconciliation of all things. And ina-affirm naman niya maski sa Colossians si Paul, no? That all things in heaven and on earth will be reconciled through him, right? So the reconciliation of all things, yun yung parang trajectory. And yung new heavens and new earth is the same way, right? Yun nga, it's life. At maging sa Revelations, di ba? Yung the tree of life is there, bringing forth 12 kinds of fruits, so very symbolic na yung mga leaves niya is for the healing of the nations, and then nandun may makikita kang parang umaagos na river of water na nagfo-flow, at sinasabi doon na whoever is thirsty, you drink, right? And napaka-interesting nga, no? May lake of fire dun sa labas nung New Heavens and New Earth, yung New Jerusalem. Pero yung walls niya ay may 12 gates, and these gates will never be shut. So meaning to say, kung titignan mo, ano ba yun? At may imbitasyon no? Whoever is thirsty. Sino yung thirsty? Hindi kaya yung mga nasa lake of fire na nasa labas? So baka may invitasyon pa rin, no? Na sila ay so hindi na masinat yung gate no, nakabukas siya, no? At nagpo-provide siya ng healing. So sino yung i-heal, di ba? So kumbaga parang hindi sarado yung concept natin na may finality na pag namatay ka na tapos na, no? So ganun siya, no? Ganun natin siya pwedeng intindihin. So anyway, so yan ang pananaw karamihan sa Eastern Church. Now, dumating si Augustine of Hippo, at dito na nagsimula yung kaisipan ng harrowing hell na tinatawag. Dahil para kay Augustine, unlike dun sa mga Eastern Fathers na dinidistinguish nila yung hell and Hades, para kay Augustine, pareho lang yan. Iisa lang yan. So the way he interpret it ay iisa. So for example, yung parable ni Lazarus tsaka nung rich man, no? Ang paniwala niya doon, nasa hell yung rich man, at sila Lazarus at si Abraham na si Lazarus na nasa bosom ni Abraham ay nasa paradise. So wala sila sa iisang spasyo. Unlike sa early church fathers, ang tingin nila doon, both of them were in Hades. Kasi yun naman ang sabi dun sa gospel, no? And they both went to Hades, no? Nasa isang space lang na may chasm lang na nagdi-divide sa kanila, no? So anyway, so at hindi rin ine-entertain ni Augustine na Christ can never go to hell, ganon. So kasi nga yung hell at saka Hades sa kanya ay interchangeable. However, on his later writings, makikita mo na mukhang nagbagong kanyang pananaw, nag-develop din yung kanyang pagtingin dyan, at sinimulan na niyang i-entertain yung idea na Christ descended to hell, no? Pero ang kabyat niya doon is that Christ went there only to liberate some people who by God's mysterious justice has chose to liberate. So dito ngayon nagbunga yung concept ng predestination, no? So some people are really predestined, no? So yan, diyan nagsisimula na yung idea nung yung may mga na predestined. Kaya so si Christ pumunta doon para i-liberate yung mga taong by some mysterious justice ng Diyos ay God chose to liberate. So yun yung kanyang doon, spin, no? While sa Eastern Church, ina-acknowledge nila that Christ has liberated all, no? So, ano pa? For Augustine, for example, those that did not believe on earth, habang buhay pa sila, those who did not find faith here on earth, will never find faith in hell. Okay? So, wala na. Final na yon. While sa East, paniwala nila, Christ descent in Hades, this is a cosmic event for all peoples, for all times, of all times. Si Augustine, sabi niya, one-time event lang yan, no? Na relevant lang para doon sa mga taong predestined, no? relevant lang yan dun sa mga taong nandun sa Abraham's bosom, at wala na siyang lasting effect, no, for those who are there in hell. Okay, so si Augustine, from that western perspective, yan yung nagsimulang lumaganap sa west. So nasundan pa yan ni Gregory the Great, no? He took on Augustine's views, and then actually he stated that yung pagka-conquer daw ni Christ sa grave, hyperbole lang daw yun. Okay, so ganun yan, ano? And then so nag-develop yan all those years hanggang doon sa 5th century, nung meron ng Athanasian Creed, no, na tinatawag, John, meron ng affirmation nung eternal judgment sa hell. Pero mo, ang tagal ng linakbay nun, no, na dinidiskusyon yan. And then pagdating din ng 625, no, dun sa Council of Toledo, finally the doctrine of hell were codified as one of the official doctrines of the church. So yan yung nangyari. And then of course, jump na tayo kay sa medieval times, no, kasi binabasa si Augustine, ano, hanggang medieval times talagang Augustine yung nila, yung talagang parang pinaka binabasa nila, no. So sa medieval times, dinevelop ito lalo ni Saint Thomas Aquinas. Okay, yung pagdating ni Aquinas, meron ng concept ng 4 na regions ng hell, no. So nandyan yung lesser heaven, yun nga yung Abraham's bosom, and then nandyan yung tinatawag na father's infants o yung limbo. Okay, tapos nandyan yung ano nga ba ito, yan na yung the deepest hell, yung the deepest regions, no. Which is yan na yung dyan pinarurusahan na yung mga the wicked dam. And then later on, na-develop na rin yung concept ng purgatory, no. Isa siyang region sa hell na kung saan naniniwala sila na meron pang pag-asa yung mga namatay na believers, kaya lang they have fall short of beatitude. So dyan muna sila, parang they undergo penal suffering to purge their souls of sins, and then before they will be delivered to paradise, no. So yan na yung mga nade-develop during that time. So para kay Thomas Aquinas naman, yung idea na Christ descended into hell, no, yun ang ginagamit nila, and he descended into hell. Yung descent niya raw sa hell, according kay Aquinas, is to simply declare victory, no, and to shame the wicked. Yun lang ang purpose. He descended there, and then he is proclaiming that I am victorious, and of course it brought shame para doon sa mga magsasuffer na ron eternally. So ganun yung pagtanaw ni Thomas Aquinas, no. So alalahanin natin, ito na yung nagde-develop na ito sa west, sa western thinking, no. Lumalakas yung west, yung Rome, yung church sa Rome. Now sa 1214 AD, nabanggit ko to sa dating video, yung tinatawag na Fourth Lateran Council. Dito na kinikilala na nila rito na yung mga sinners who go to hell will be punished by different punishment. Okay? And alalahanin din natin, no, sa west din nagdevelop yung mga images ng hell, yung harrowing hell, yung horrors of hell. Nagsimula yan nung sinulat ni Dante, yung Divine Comedy ni Dante, no, kung babasahin niyo yun. Yung meron siya doon, yung Inferno, Infernum sa Latin, no. May mga parang nine chambers yung hell, no. At mukhang doon kay Dante, habang lumakad na yung kasaysayan, doon na nagkaroon ng mga layers and layers ng mga hanggang sa naging pop culture na paniniwala na natin what hell is today. Alright? So, yun. So, ganito yung naging dominant na paniniwala ng West. At alalahanin natin na yung Reformation ay sumibol, yung branch ng Reformation na yan, sumibol sa West. Sa East, nananatili sila doon sa paniniwala nila ng Anastasis, that Christ destroyed death, Hades. He emptied and plundered the Hades to liberate all. He preached the spirits there, and therefore Hades is empty. And in fact, baka nga, no? Baka mali lang ako, no? Siguro haka-haka ko lang to. Hades now may have been transformed into that kind of paradise. Paradise where people will rest and await for the final resurrection of the dead. So it's a transitional space na yung concept kasi ng paradise sa Middle Eastern thought, yung oasis, ano. So yung mga traveler na nagjo-journey sa disyerto, may makikita silang oasis na kung saan meron dong bukal, may mga shade, may mga pagkain, may mga fruits, no? So yun, ganun, no? Yung pahingahan. So ganun nila naiisip yon. Meron din namang concept sa Eastern Fathers na pinipresume nila na yes, merong fire, kinikilala nila at ina-acknowledge nila yung fire na meron sa Diyos. Pero yung fire na yon is a fire that purifies the soul, no? So naniniwala sila na dahil dun sa life sa earth na nabahiran tayo ng kasalanan and all that, so post-mortem, yung fire na yon is what purifies us. Parang hindi ni-describe sa Peter ba yon, na yung hay, yung ano, 'di ba, na idadaan sa fire para i-test or i-purify, no? So before they find rest in God, syempre nagdadaan sila ng purification stage. And mind you, iba ito doon sa purgatory, ha. Independent ito doon sa kaisipan ng purgatorio na notion na yon. So para sa East, rin-recognize naman nila na God, yung fire ni God is one that burns and illumines. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun, no? They think of the fire as God's mercy, in fact, no? Sabi ni Saint Isaac of Syria, it's God's eternal goodness, yung fire na yon. So yung fire na yon is not a fire that destroys or annihilates, but it is a fire that purifies and restores. Sabi yan ni Saint Gregory of Nyssa, no? So ito yung God's eternal fire, and it represents God's own love and presence, no? So yan ang mga paniniwala, for example, ni Origen, ni Chrysostom, ni Saint Simeon, no? It is, so yung fire ni God, it is something that really burns to purify and to restore, and at the same time the fire that illumines, so it illuminates us, nilalabas yung tunay na tayo. Okay, so yun yung concept ng East. So para sa mga Eastern Fathers, Hades is forever transformed, it has been defeated, and this is the way back to God forever. Okay, so sa West, dyan na yung concept kasi ng Hades tsaka Hell ginamit interchangeable, no? Isa pang pagkakaiba, sa East, may mga Eastern Fathers na nagsasabi na actually yung Hell ay allegory yan to describe yung state and condition ng mga tao, and that is Hell, no? It's a spiritual condition of humans.